Hey, what's up, good people? It's Rob Lee. So a sister sent me a link today to a article and a website about a poll, and I've been to the site before. It's been a while since I've been to it, and it was from Rasmussen, and it said that 62% of Americans support President Trump on his immigration welfare comment that he made that would bar immigrants from welfare for 5 years, and I agree. I have built my channel around Jesus Christ, the Almighty Father, and the truth, and putting America first. However, I think we should go just a little bit further because it's worth going deeper into. Folks, we already have this law. This is from 1996, so what Trump said is 21 years old. He's not saying anything. There's already been a law that's been passed. It's called the Welfare Reform Law, signed by President Clinton in 1996. And it actually denied benefits for many immigrants. But what happened is that in subsequent years, exceptions were made. Exceptions were made for the children, for the disabled, and for even those capable who could work and were healthy. They would receive food stamps and Medicaid and cash assistance, and states were given this discretion to do it how they chose, which basically means that the law that was passed was just null and void. And that's what America has become. We are a lawless country. We just had a administration with a president that for 8 years broke and ignored the law of the land. This is a fact. However, let me say something real quick. I would feed every child on this earth. I don't care who they are, where they come from. If he's going to grow up and be a murderer when he's a child, I would feed him. Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Jew, atheist, black, white, tan, yellow, red, I don't care. Feed every child. If you are disabled, take care of them. Help them. That's what we're supposed to do. And this country has been incredibly good about that to a point. However, if we're going to talk about immigration welfare, we need to go a little bit deeper. It's true that the United States is on its knee. This country, she's been beaten and battered, and when you bring millions of people from foreign countries to the host country, it's going to affect the host country. It's going to hurt them financially. If we look across the social landscape of this country and see the people struggling, from the Dakotas, where you see the beautiful Lakota Sioux who are struggling and living in squalor, is this from immigration? Are we to believe that this is because of Muslims and Africans and Mexicans coming to this country? Or are we to really believe that? If we go to middle America and see the dad struggling, he can't afford to pay his bills, take care of his children, he can't give them health care because he works and he makes just enough money that he's not eligible. Are we to believe that this is just from immigration? Is there something else going on? 90 years ago, we had the Great Depression. It was an experiment by the evil of this world to see if they could do it, and they were able to do it. However, are we to believe that Mexicans or Muslims or Africans did immigration cause it? Not hardly. Not hardly, although some will actually tell you that it was immigration from Europe. That's a lie. That's a lie from the bowels of hell. But we have to be honest with ourselves and say that many people come to this country, they hate us, they hate our country, and they don't come here to be a part of the country. They come here to destroy, and they come here to get a free ride because the system has been designed to give them a free ride. However, who is it that is given these people a free ride? Corporations. This is reality. Corporations bring people like this to our countries. People, listen to me, they do not bring themselves. They do not have the resources, and they do not have the knowledge to bring themselves in droves to our country and Europe. It's just not going to happen. Okay, this is asinine. So let's look at something, and then let's ask ourselves, if we're going to talk about welfare and reform and immigration and money, that's who's really hurting this country, shouldn't we go deeper? And should our president have the intestinal fortitude to go deeper, because he knows the truth. He knows the truth. I made a video, brothers and sisters, 2 months ago and said that $10 trillion had been stolen from you. On September the 10th, 2001, the Secretary of Defense, Donald Rumsfeld, held a press conference and said that $1.5 trillion was reported missing from the Pentagon. In the years following it, in the next 16 years, there was to come up another 10 to 12 trillion dollars was to be missing from you. This is to be the equivalent of $30,000 to $35,000 that would be owed to you right now that was stolen from you, because the money was stolen. You know, $12 trillion just doesn't end up missing. It was stolen from you. And I even know where it went. I can't say it now because my channel would be gone. When I get my websites up, I promise you, I'll say it. And I want us to go back in time to about 10 years ago. And how about let's go back and remember the biggest bailout in the United States history. Today, taxpayers have paid nearly $200 billion for the bailout of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Bank of America, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citibank, GM, AIG. And they say $200 billion. I don't believe that. I believe it's far, far more. And this is what you had to pay. You bailed out the already billionaires and the trillions of dollars that they have stolen. You contributed to your own theft. If you want to get into what has been pillaged from this great country, are we to really point the finger at Muslims, Africans, and Mexicans? Should we not look at corporate America, the tyrannical beast, because that's what it is. It is a no-good, wretched monster. We sacrifice our children to demonic corporations daily, every single day. Our little ones are tattooed with corporations. They have stolen from us for 100 years since the Federal Reserve was built. They have been doing this to us from the very beginning because it's an ancient war that has been going on forever. I want you guys to see what I see, and I'm going to do my best to help you to see what I see. I love you guys. God bless. Don't be afraid to speak the truth, man. Subscribe and get involved. I love you guys. Enjoy your weekend. God bless.